Hello and welcome to Redmen TV. It's Jonathan here with the player ratings after a frustrating 1-1 draw. Just go through the ratings here now. Stood in the snow. It's cold. Horrible feeling after letting in that goal, but we'll go through the ratings. Mingley in goal. He did what he had to do. Didn't really have a chance with the penalty. Can't really blame him for that. Solid, decent performance. I'll give him a 7. Right back, Gomez. I thought he was absolutely immense today. Brilliant, both in the defensively and in attacking mode. He was bossing the air. A brilliant performance, and Gomez gets an 8 and probably pushes man of the match. I thought he was rock solid today, and he's really continuing that rich vein of form that he's in at the moment. The centre backs, good old Lovren put a spanner in the whole works and is ruined by mood, because I was just saying to the guys afterwards there, what a difference this video would have been, and us celebrating in the snow. I haven't seen the penalty back. From what I've heard and what I saw initially, it was hard, but he gave the referee an opportunity to make a decision, which shouldn't really have happened. It was a nothing ball into the box, and the penalty has changed the game and probably changed his game as well, because he had a decent performance up until that. I'll give him a rating. He probably gets knocked down a bit. He's probably on course for a 7, but with the penalty, I'll knock him down to a 6. The other centre half is Clavin. Again, decent performance. Did what he had to do. There was only really one type of attack that was coming down his neck. Was a high ball just lashed down him. He dealt with that very well. Had a decent game, and I'd probably give him a 7 as well, just like Lovren was until the penalty. Robbo, he got his start. It was a big moment for him. I thought he started a little sluggish. You could see a little bit of nerves. He was kind of reserved with the ball. He didn't really push on. There was a couple of times he would just get the ball and just stand back. But he grew into the game more and more, and there's even towards the end of the first half, he's coming forward and he's smashing a shot, and I went over, but it just shows the bravery. And even throughout the end, he was a constant threat on the left, and he dealt with anything that they attacked at him, because they targeted him straight away. It was long ball over the top trying to get at him, but he dealt with it well and wasn't exposed at any time. A good performance, and he gets a 7. Onto the middle of the field, I suppose, like Lovren, Hendo's performance, or the question the picture that we have of Hendo again is distorted by the way he blazed over the last shot at the end. But he did what he had to do today. I thought he kept midfield taking over. I thought we controlled midfield. And he did what he had to do, and decent performance. A 7 for Hendo. Millie alongside him, again, I thought he had a decent performance. Surprising to see him start in midfield, but he had a good performance. He kept that option of that kind of run out to the right wing, and whipped in some balls, and he was unlucky, I think, with Salah there, just a header just after half time, but the header just went wide. There's a couple of other bits and pieces that runs that he did on the right wing. Didn't get exposed in midfield, kept everything moving nicely, and I thought he had a good game, and he gets a 7 as well. Chamberlain then, who was started on the right but kind of went all over the place. I thought he had a brilliant performance. I thought he was aggressive. He won the ball back a lot. He kept everything moving very quickly, very aggressive. As I said, kept charging forward, and was a constant threat. Did tire a little, but that's probably just the intensity of the performance that he put in. But I thought he was excellent, and probably unlucky. He probably deserved a goal, but he didn't get it. Chamberlain gets an 8 for me. I thought he had a very good performance and really settling into life at the club. On the left then, we go with Salah, and really, you just keep repeating yourself. Like what an absolute belter of a signing! Probably one of the best signings in recent years. Another wonderful performance. The goal itself was absolute magic. A little bit of spin on the edge of the box. He's a couple of players around him. He just cuts in and dinks it in the top bins, and he's just continuing this rich vein of form. And as one of the, I said, Suarez aside, is probably one of the best players I've seen at Anfield here. He's just an absolute superstar, and he's at that elite level in world football. Unlucky not with 1 or 2 opportunities not to get a second goal that really would have killed on the game. But no, another brilliant performance, and Salah gets an 8. And I think that the best way of kind of describing his performance is how much our game kind of deteriorated once he was taken off. We didn't have that threat as much, and so another excellent performance. Another surprise inclusion then was Solanke playing up top. Decent performance, you know. He was kind of that aerial outball, held the ball up pretty well. I thought was kind of unlucky a couple of times. The players didn't read his flick-ons, but you know, worked his arse off. Was a constant threat throughout. Decent performance. Probably deserved a goal as well. There's a couple of opportunities, but he just held the ball up very well, and I thought it was a shrewd performance. And I'll give him a 7 as well. On the other side, Mane. And again, we spoke about Lovren and we spoke about Hendo's before. Ratings kind of deteriorated or distorted by a one moment in the game, but it's that moment right before half time where he's straight through in goal and should have squared it, and it's 2-0 and we could have gone on to score 3 or 4. But he didn't. You know, he'd done brilliantly to get the ball and keep on coming through. But you know, went for the glory, and you know that could what a difference that could have been. But no, the game itself, he did another very good performance. I thought he was concentrated throughout, and you know, it's just a shame that moment happened before half time. But no, he had a very good performance. Was a constant attacking threat throughout, and he gets a 7 again. Man of the match for me is probably a toss-up between Gomez and Salah. I'm probably going to give it to Gomez just for how good he was, and you know, another it just continues that rich vein of form. There we are, folks. That's the player ratings. Make sure you subscribe to Redmen TV, and I will talk to you all very soon. Up the Reds.